So the plan here was for an overnight kayak camp to a location that I've been to quite a few times, because I've been trying to capture a specific image from there, but it's quite a complicated shot. There's a lot of different elements, and it's something I've really struggled with, so I've never managed to get that image that I've got in my mind's eye. But like a lot of these cases, you've just got to keep going back, persistence pays, until eventually everything falls into place and you get something that you're really content with. Now ideally this is a evening shot, but I had stuff going on and I was late in getting in the water, so I knew I wouldn't get into position on time. But I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen that location with the morning light, so that was going to be quite interesting to see what that would be like. And ideally I want to capture this image as the birch leaves change colour, so the window of opportunity is very narrow, but then that's often the case with landscape photography. That's the challenge really. You don't have much control, you really are just a witness to the elements of nature and try to capture these moments as best as you can. But anyway, sit back and enjoy.
Well, it's just after 6 o'clock, and as you can see by my bivvy bag, it's turned out a very misty morning, and I knew there was going to be some mist, but I didn't think it was going to be this thick. Although during the night, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I got up and it looked absolutely awesome. So what I've decided is I'm just going to hang about in my bivvy bag for probably another hour, see how things pan out. I definitely think we'll get a shot this morning, but it may not be till a bit later. So as you can see, it's a very misty morning. Although this should clear as the sun hits the valley. But at the moment, there's not much sign of any shots to be had. There's one there. There's another one down here. And there's 3. And I could tell by the shape of them, they're barbecues. They'll be there for a good 2 or 3 years before they recover. And that's why I never set a fire in a place like that. The only place that I'll ever have a fire is down by the beach. Because that way, I've actually come the wrong way here, but I can get down. That's what happens when you're half asleep. I can get down from this here. But yeah, the only time I'll have a fire is nearby the waterline. That's where I was last night. You can see my kayak down there. I've come down the muddy way here. It's a lot slippier than last night. Yeah, so I've had my fire down by the waterline, down here. But when I leave, you won't see that at all. This has been a nice, peaceful little stop. I'll just reiterate what happened last night. Was basically I had a location that I photographed from before, and that was my plan. But when I got there, I saw that there was a fire. Someone had a fire down by the beach, and I could hear girls' voices. And the last thing I wanted to do when it was pitch black was just approach stealthily and frighten the hell out of anybody. So I decided just to have a look for somewhere else, and this is where I ended up. And I've been here before as well, because I've took a lovely photograph of the kayak down here. But the scene is very, very different today. Now, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was amazing, because you had the island straight across there, and there was low-lying mist. You could still see the tops of the mountains, and you could see the island, and it had very mysterious feel to it, and it looked really nice. Loads of stars out last night, so I was paddling. It was pitch black, could have been anywhere, could have been in the fjords. Starting to doubt whether this is actually going to clear. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack the gear up and have a bit of a paddle. Just going to sort this fire up first.
So this is where my journey comes to an end. I had a fantastic overnight camp, great paddle on the water in the morning. The sun was eventually to filter into the valley, and there was just a multitude of atmospheric shots we had that morning. Big shout out to the paddleboarder who was, whoever he is, was out in the water that morning because he just added to the competitions. Unfortunately, my action cam battery died, so I was unable to film the photography part of that. But I'll leave you some images I've caught at the end of this video. But yeah, I had a great time. It's great to be out, and if you like this sort of thing, just leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll make a few more.